What's up, everyone? John Rettinger from Techno Buffalo here. Every now and then we get the chance to unbox a paradigm-shifting product, and we've got that opportunity today with the first quad-core product on the market. This is the Asus-built ePad Transformer Prime. It is running NVIDIA's latest Tegra 3. It's been hyped, it's been rumored, it's been leaked. Let's go ahead and see if it's worthy of all the hype. This is the Asus ePad Transformer Prime. Alright, so here is the Asus ePad Transformer Prime in all of its pre-unboxed glory. Asus ePad Transformer Prime. You have a picture of the device with its optional keyboard dock there. You've got some information on what it can do, but we're going to run through all that. You've got a profile shot. Let's go ahead and pull off the top of the box. It doesn't have any sort of cellophane or plastic on it. Inside, you've got a little bit of cushion to protect it in shipping. And here is the Asus ePad Transformer Prime, the first Tegra 3 device. And right off the bat, you can tell this is a much thinner device than previous generation Asus tablets. Feels very solid and surprisingly light in the hands. Push it off to the side for just a quick second, and we'll see what else we're going to get in the box. ePad Transformer Prime. Looks like we got some specs and stuff in there. A little bit of an information card. And then in here, we probably got some warranty information. Yeah, warranty card stuff. Go ahead and push all that off. Not overly exciting. Got a cleaning cloth because you need to wash your hands and you touch your tablet with dirty, dirty fingers. So you can go ahead and clean it with this blue cloth. Here we've got the charging stuff. It is a proprietary charging cord. This guy, of course, plugs into the wall, USB, boom, goes in. This is how you do all your syncing and charging. And I think that's all we're gonna have in the box. Let's take a look at the actual tablet itself. And of course, we'll run through all the specs on it. So you've got some Asus branding. Looks like it's letting you know where all the power buttons are and the rest of the stuff that it can do with the diagram here. Tegra 3 quad-core, 8.3 millimeter slim. Super IPS panel. We'll talk about all this stuff as we go through. So let's go ahead and rip off the plastic. I'm pretty excited to take a look at this guy. My original review of the Asus ePad Transformer, the first one was actually very positive. It's one of my favorite, and still remains actually one of my favorite Android tablets. This guy feels worlds better from a build quality and material standpoint. Got sort of that brushed metal look and feel. And it appears to be a very high quality build. So let's push this down here. I'm going to go ahead and power it up. I should have looked better where that power button was. I believe that's where it lived. Looks like it's already turned on. And let's talk about the specs of this guy. There's obviously a lot going on here. We will unlock it, and the first thing you'll see is it is honeycomb. All right, so let's talk price and retail availability. This guy is going to be available in stores the week of 12/19. We don't have any date for a potential 3G model in the US. It may be available a week earlier online, in addition to major e-tail outlets to be available on Newegg, Best Buy, Staples, Fry's, Amazon. It's also going to be available at GameStop, and this guy's very gaming heavy. We'll talk about that in just a few minutes. What is this thing going to cost you? Well, it's going to have two choices. The 32 gig model is going to be $499. If you want to double your storage pleasure, it's going to be $599. And the optional docking station we'll take a look at, it's going to be $149. Operating system wise, it is going to ship with Android 3.2.1 Honeycomb. Will be upgraded though to Ice Cream Sandwich. We've seen Ice Cream Sandwich actually running on this in a proof of concept that we published on Techno Buffalo and that Asus has shown us, and they have said that it's definitely coming, absolutely coming, and should be coming soon. And of course, this is running Tegra 3, which is quad-core. It's actually 5 cores, and it's kind of interesting. So I'll give you the very brief synopsis, and we'll do much more on how it works. It's got a 5th companion core running at about 500 megahertz. That'll do a lot of the background processing for you when you don't need full 4 cores doing stuff. So you're going to get improved battery life, at least allegedly. And from a battery standpoint, here you're actually going to get close to 12 hours of battery life. So it's quite surprising you're going to get, at least hypothetically, close to double the performance and you're going to get about 30 to 40% better on the battery side. All right, so let's talk dimensions of this guy. It is 8.3 millimeters thin, and you can really see that thinness. It is a very, very thin tablet. Asus clearly spent a lot of time with the hardware making this not only a functional and enjoyable tablet to use, but also a tablet that feels good in the hand. So the screen that we're looking at is 10.1 inches, and that is, of course, measured diagonal. It's LED backlit, and it's got a WXGA resolution. So that's 1280 by 800. It's a super IPS plus panel, and it's got Gorilla Glass on it, so it should be pretty durable. Only you're not gonna be able to put this guy in your pocket with some keys. It's got a gig of RAM storage, as I mentioned, is 32 or 64. There's a lot of camera stuff going on here. Let's go ahead and flip this guy over to the back side. And let's take a look at the camera we have here. So that is an 8 megapixel sensor that can do 1080p recording. And it's got a front-facing camera, which is 1.2 megapixels. So you can do all kinds of vanity shots with the front-facing camera if you like. So network, Wi-Fi only for right now. Again, no word on a 3G US model, though presumably we will see it. Keyboard dock, again, is going to be available for 150 bucks. That's going to be available in two colors, gray or gold. All right, so let's walk through the tablet and take a look at some of the hardware here. So obviously, in this particular orientation, you've got the camera in the middle. The Asus logo is facing the right way in the upper left-hand corner. If we go ahead and flip it on its top, we've got a microphone. There is your power and lock button, and nothing else lives on the top. It's got a little bit of a taper design to it. On the right-hand side, 3.5 millimeter headset jack. Continue the tour down, there's nothing. On the bottom here, that is sort of a bit of a cover to keep that dock connection clean. You don't have to keep this with you though if you'd like, but that's where it's gonna live. All right, so continuing our tour across the tablet, nothing else is gonna be on the bottom, but a lot of stuff is gonna be living here on the left-hand side. Here you've got a user accessible micro SD slot. Go ahead and pop that out. Tiny, go ahead and up your memory if you like. Go ahead and pop that back in, that's just a dummy card. Got some microphones there as well. Continue the tour, you've got a HDMI out, living right there, and a volume rocker up and down. Got some speakers as well on, almost hidden, on the left-hand side of the tablet. Go ahead and start this orientation back up. Of course, we'll have a ton of hands-on and impressions with the Asus ePad Transformer Prime. This has been John Rettinger from Techno Buffalo. Be sure to check us out for all of your tech news, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.